Oh no, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Outsiders rolling in.
This crazy outsider, he's up in here.
Voice cracking without
Yeah, for all y'all niggas out there and y'all females. You know what I'm saying? Get with this tape, my shit the bomb. Yeah. One time. Yeah.
You know, at this point, you should just be too embarrassed to show your face at a press conference. This makes no sense whatsoever. I don't even know how you can call yourself a fighter. You know what? I think the Charlos is going to eclipse Deontay Wilder. I think in the end, Deontay Wilder will have a better resume than the Charlos. At least he got Luis Ortiz and, I mean, Luis Ortiz really don't even count, but at least he got Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury. At least he got that. Who does the Charlos got? This is fucking embarrassing. This is horrible. Once again, I told y'all the criteria for a Hamanite. I told you how they match make over there. You have to be coming off the couch, coming off a loss, coming up several weight classes, or have an existing injury. I told you guys this, and I told you guys to take that cheat sheet and apply it across the PBC roster, and you'll be surprised what you find out. What have I told you? This guy, Dennis Hogan, what is he doing? Coming off a loss. Okay, let's go to Gervonta Tank Davis next. Who did he fight last? Ricardo Nunes. Ricardo Nunes is originally like a 126 pounder. Originally. That's another guy who came up weight classes. Okay? Look at and just go down the list of anybody else. You're going to find the same thing. Either they were inactive, coming off a loss, coming up several weight classes, or have an existing injury. I said this over and over again. You can look at the same thing with Deontay Wilder. Everybody else is always the same thing. He fought Fury because he was only coming off the couch. That's the only reason why you want to did it. Now you want to sit up here and fight Luis Ortiz, a guy who didn't pass the medical the first time. What makes you think he's going to pass it this time when he looks twice as worse as he did when you fought him the first time? Luis Ortiz is actually looking old as fuck now. You know, but here we are once again back at the drawing board. Al Haymon selling sparring matches. I don't even know how he managed to scrape up enough money to even pay these dudes to fight these bums. I got to give Al Haymon props just for that alone. Just for that alone. But once again, another loss. Hold on. Didn't Korobov come off a loss when he fought him? You know what I'm saying? Somebody let me know down in the comment section. I believe he did. You know what I'm saying? And he even schooled your ass. But Dennis Hogan lost to Jaime Munguia, man. You know, that kid is as green as they come. Yeah, he got power. I mean, his ring IQ is getting better, but he ain't got no ring IQ. You can easily outbox that kid. He's rough. He's rough and raw as hell. Nothing special. So let me get this right. You and Jaime Munguia is fighting the same kind of opponents. How? You know what I'm saying? You 30 fights in, man. This dude just now starting off, and you chasing his old, luggage. I mean, these Charlo twins, man, complete disappointment, man. Y'all really shitted y'all career away, man. Y'all really could have had something special. You could have been something special. You guys could have been special fighters. You had a one-up on everybody else, just being twin brothers and being champions. That alone should have warranted y'all making way more money than what y'all making. These are two guys, and I will constantly say it. These were two guys that should have been stars. They should have been stars, man. Easy. It wasn't hard to make these guys stars. They should have been stars. But they don't know how to star build over there. They don't know how to build anything over there. You know, they can have everything going for them, and they still don't know. And to tell you the truth, Deontay Wilder should have been a bigger star. Easy. Should have been a bigger star. And this is how you know it. Because you and I and everybody else knows, if you take Javante Davis and you throw him over there with Eddie Hearn, he'd be a bigger star. If you take Gary Russell Jr. and you throw him over there with Eddie Hearn, he'd be a bigger star. If you take the Charlos and you throw them over there with Eddie Hearn, they would be bigger stars. It's not a question, but you're not going to get anywhere fighting people like this. At this point in your career, you should be asking for fighters whose name garners traffic. You shouldn't be fighting anything less than that. And Charlo went on to say, look, man, I do the promotional side, but I don't pick the fights. This is the question I got to ask for boxers that always say, look, I don't pick my fights. Do you realize what you're saying? On the other side of things, you're also saying that who's ever picking your fights for you, they can also get you to fight fights that you don't want to fight. Is that what you're saying? Because if you're saying, look, man, I don't pick the fights, I just fight who they tell me to fight. So could your management team or your matchmaking team get you in the ring to fight somebody that you personally don't want to fight? Because basically that's what you're saying that they have the power to do. And if that's what they have the power to do, then what you're telling me is you are a slave. Because you can't make the fights that you want to make, then you obviously cannot turn down the fights that you don't want to fight. You can't have it both ways. So you either can make the fights and you just choosing not to, or you really don't have no power over who you fight. And they can make you fight somebody that you want to fight and also make you fight somebody that you don't want to fight. So basically what you're telling me, you're a slave, but at the same time, you guys are telling me that you're your own boss and you run your own promotional company, but you can't pick the fights and you can't choose who you fight. I'm sick of that being an excuse. At the end of the day, last time I checked, they work for you. Or do you work for them? I mean, that's crazy. It's bad enough the promoter makes more money off you than you makes off of you. So on top of that, you're going to give away your rights to that. So basically, you are a slave. That's basically what you're saying. You are a slave. You have no say-so in nothing. If I say fight this person, that's who you're going to fight. That's a slave, man. They ain't no boss. But the Charlos, man, you guys got to stop this. You know, stop, just retire or just do something, because I cannot take another bum bash. I know some of y'all, oh, Dennis Hogan is a good fighter. The point is, I ain't never heard of him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care what he is. At this point in time, man, he should have fought an Andrade, a Triple G, or something. You guys are going to be 30, 31. And what do you got to show for it? No body of work. You guys are jokes. How did you ever become a champion? And when is your brother going to get his belt back? Jesus Christ. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Bruce Vane, I'm out.